Hello everyone and welcome back to English podcast session. I'm John, and joining me today is the wonderful Amelia.
Hi everyone! Great to have you here. Today, we're diving into one of the most practical and, let's face it, enjoyable aspects of English, ordering food and drinks in restaurants and cafes.
That's right. Whether you're grabbing a quick coffee or sitting down for a fancy dinner, knowing how to order confidently in English can make a big difference.
Exactly. We'll cover common phrases, helpful ordering techniques, and even some polite ways to make special requests.
And stick around, because later, we'll have a vocabulary section with some useful intermediate words and phrases. At the end, we'll wrap it up with a short story that puts everything into context.
Sounds good. Ready to dive in?
Let's go!
Section 1, Getting a Table. So, let's start with getting a table. When you walk into a restaurant, you'll often hear a host or server say, "Hello. How many?"
And your response could be as simple as, "Table for two, please," or just one, "Thank you."
Right. And if you'd like to sit in a particular spot, you can politely say, "Could we have a table by the window?" Or is there an outdoor seating option?
It's always good to ask politely. Using could we or is there softens the request and makes it sound friendlier.
Definitely. And if you need to wait, they might say, "It'll be about a 10-minute wait." You can respond with, "That's fine, thank you." Section 2, Placing your order, common phrases and techniques. Now, let's get to the heart of the experience, placing your order. Once you have a menu, the server will often ask, "Are you ready to order?" Or, "What can I get for you?"
You can start by saying, "I'll have the," and then the item name. Like, "I'll have the Caesar salad," or "Could I get a cappuccino, please?"
Notice how "I'll have" sounds more natural than just "I want." It's a small difference, but it makes you sound polite and confident.
And if you're still deciding, you can say, "Could you give me a minute, please?" Or "I need a bit more time, thank you."
Now, what if you have dietary restrictions or preferences? Here's where polite requests come in. You could say, "Could I have this without meat?" Or, "I'm allergic to nuts. Could you make sure there aren't any in this dish?"
Or for a lighter request, like extra sauce, try, "Could I get a little extra sauce on the side?"
Section 3, Handling drinks and desserts. Moving on to drinks. If you want something to drink, it's usually polite to start with "I'd like" or "Could I have."
For example, "I'd like a glass of water, please," or "Could I have an iced tea with lemon?"
And if you're ordering something with specific instructions, like coffee, you can say, "I'll have a black coffee, please," or "Could I get a latte with almond milk?"
When it comes to dessert, if you're interested, the server might ask, "Would you like to see the dessert menu?" Or "Any dessert for you today?"
You could respond, "Yes, please. I'd love to see the dessert menu." Or, if you're full, "No, thank you. I'm good."
Perfect. All right, everyone, it's time for a quick vocabulary break. Amelia, shall we go over some key intermediate words and phrases?
Absolutely. These will help you sound even more confident while ordering. Let's get started. Appetizer. Definition: a small dish served before the main course. Example, for an appetizer, "I'll have the bruschetta." Enter. Definition: the main course of a meal. Example, "I'll go with the salmon for my entry, please." Allergy. Definition: a reaction to certain foods, substances, etc. Example, "I have a peanut allergy, so could you avoid adding any peanuts?" Substitute. Definition: to replace one item with another. Example, "Could I substitute the fries with a side salad?" Complimentary. Definition: free of charge, often offered by the restaurant. Example, "The bread is complimentary, so feel free to enjoy it."
Section 4, Making special requests and asking questions. All right, let's talk about making requests or asking questions about the menu. Sometimes you want to learn a little more about a dish before ordering.
You might say, "Could you tell me what's in this dish?" Or, "How spicy is the curry?"
Great examples. And if you'd like to customize your dish, such as "Could I have the pasta with extra vegetables?" Or "Is it possible to get this without cheese?"
Remember, polite phrases like could I or is it possible to go a long way in making these requests sound friendly. Section 5. Paying the bill.
Now, once you've enjoyed your meal, it's time to pay. The server might ask, will this be all on one bill? Or separate checks?
You can answer with all together, thank you, or if you're splitting the bill, separate checks please.
And when it comes to tipping, a simple, thank you very much shows appreciation. Or you could say, I'll add a tip to the bill if you're paying by card.
To finish up, let's put everything we've covered into a short story.
So imagine this, you're visiting a cozy little cafe. As you walk in, the host greets you with a warm smile and asks, how many?
You say table for one please, and they seat you by a sunny window. After looking at the menu, the server comes by and asks, are you ready to order?
You decide on a sandwich and say, I'll have the turkey sandwich, please. Could I get that without mayo?
The server nods and asks, anything to drink? You respond with, yes, I'll have an iced tea, please.
After a great meal, you ask for the bill, saying, could I get the check, please? You decide to leave a small tip to show your appreciation for the service.
And just like that, you've had a smooth, enjoyable dining experience.
Well, that wraps up our episode on ordering like a pro.
Thanks so much for joining us, everyone. We hope you feel more confident and ready to order like a native English speaker.
Don't forget to practice these phrases the next time you're out, and we'll see you next time on English Podcast Session.